Good evening. Hey y'all. My husband said I need to have like a little catchphrase, and evidently that's my catchphrase. Hey y'all, or y'all. Yeah, I'm probably like the most southern person in Montana. So, hey y'all. Anyway, happy Monday. It's Monday night. The last Monday in August. Can't believe next week, actually Friday, will be September. This year's gone by quickly, which is good because it's not been the best year, but it's been a good year though. It's been kind to me. Anyway, it's Monday, last Monday of August. We got a couple more days left of August. And then we head into September. You think it's September, October, then four more months this year. Which is crazy. And we're going into 2018. Goes by so quickly. But then again, my husband and I were talking the other day. He had a job candidate that applied and was born in like 92? Yeah. Wow. We were born way back in the 1900s. It's old. Anyway, yeah, so I do like saying that. We were born in the 1900s. And kids today are like, wow, you're old. Yeah, well, yeah. Was not born in the 2000s. Anyway, hope you all have had a good day. Hope you had a good weekend. We had a good weekend. We stayed busy all day Saturday. We got up and went and ran errands. We had a little bit of grocery shopping. A couple of stores were having some good sales, so we went and checked some stuff out and didn't buy anything actually. We did a bunch of running around, ran by Lowe's to get some stuff for the house, and went for a long walk around one of the college campuses here, and went and got a haircut. It's all fresh and light and bouncy again. I only had like 4 inches cut off, but it's amazing how much better you feel when you have a few inches cut off, and how much better it works for you. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yesterday, we did a lot of stuff around the house. I worked on a few craft projects. Husband worked on a few things for work. We finished Prison Break. We watched the entire series, and now we're trying to find season 5 without buying it, so we may be borrowing someone's Hulu account to watch it, because it's a crazy good show. It's so not my kind of show that I like, but it's a good show. If you like Breaking Bad, this to me was very suspenseful, and you kind of didn't know what was going to happen next. So it was a good series. Hate that we didn't watch it at the very beginning, but I like that we can watch it now. That way, so we can skip all the commercials and fast forward and zoom through it. We don't have to wait years upon years to finish it. All right, so we're gonna get started this evening. Tonight we are making cherry cheesecake martinis. But first, I did have somebody ask me what kind of shaker I used. And the shaker I have is, you can't see it, an Oneida shaker. Way back when my husband and I got married, way back in 2004, we got married. This was one of the gifts that we got, and whoever gave it to me, I am extremely grateful because it is my absolute favorite shaker. I do have another shaker that I don't know who makes it, that I do not particularly care for. And the main reason is I mean, it does its job, it shakes really well. But when you go to pour it, you see all those holes and the little slot there? You go to pour it, liquid kind of goes everywhere, it runs down this way. It's not the best. So when I use this shaker, it pours really well. So I prefer this Oneida shaker. Like I said, we've had it since like 2003. Oneida is one of those brands that has been around forever, so I wouldn't be surprised if you can still find it. But anyway, though, Oneida shaker. But back to what we're doing. Cherry cheesecake martini. I have no idea if this is going to taste like a cheesecake or not. It sounded good though. Shake it with ice, of course. I've started putting a towel down because if I'm going to do anything with my paper, of course, any kind of water ruins the paper or condensation. Glass. You need cherry vodka. Smirnoff is my favorite brand. It's not super expensive. It, to me, it tastes better, and in all honesty, it doesn't give me a crummy headache the next day. There's something about Pinnacle, whatever it is. Every time I've had it, the next day I have the worst headache. I have a bottle of 3 Olives cherry vodka, but it's got a very odd off taste. I don't know what exactly is up with that. It's very off though. Anyways, I prefer Smirnoff surprisingly when it comes to vodkas. Anyway, you need 2 parts cherry vodka. And then you need this massive thing of vanilla vodka. You need 1 part vanilla vodka. A little bit more than 1 part. And then it says 1 part cranberry juice. I think it's about almost all I have left. 1 part, and then you mix it all up together, and hopefully it tastes like a cherry cheesecake. Who doesn't love cheesecake? Who doesn't love cherry? So we'll test this out and see what happens. All right, you're actually supposed to shake it for like 20-30 seconds, but we ain't got time for that. Of course, if I didn't talk so much at the beginning, we probably would have more time, but this is my thing, so I can do what I want. Anyways, cherry cheesecake martini. Let's see what this is. It's not the best. I would probably do less of the vanilla vodka. It does have an alcohol-y taste, which if you've had cheesecake before, it does taste like alcohol. So anyway, no, that is, I mean, yeah, martini's not the best, but, and probably cranberry juice is probably not what you would put in a cherry cheesecake, but yeah. Anyway, though, it's on the cusp of being a good cherry cheesecake martini. Yeah. Something's not right though. I think it's the vanilla vodka though. It may be the cranberry juice though. Of course, cherry vodka is pretty obvious that it's fine. Anyways, let me move this stuff out of the way. Put the martini to the side in case I need to clear my throat in a little while. Stuff. I have stuff like hidden, like what I said. I spend about 20 minutes in the evenings, you know, setting the tripod up and putting this how I want, and I've got the camera kind of angled down that way so I can get more space in the on the table. So, but you can't see anything. I like a clean working space. So that's my goal when I do this. All right, tonight we're making pom-poms. They are super simple. When I was a pre-K teacher, we used pom-poms for everything. I made trees. I made would use brown paper towels, twist them up for the trunks, and then make some great big green pom-poms for the tops of the trees. When we did graduation, I would make some great big pom-poms to decorate at graduation. Little crafts and stuff sometimes need pom-poms. They are super easy to make. Of course, yes, it's probably easier to go and buy them, and in all honesty, for the time, it's probably a whole lot easier for you to buy them because it's saving you a ton of time. But if you are one of those cuckoo crazy people like me that needs a specific color or a specific size, and of course stores never carry exactly what you need, you can make your own. Now, yesterday on Instagram and on Facebook, I posted a really sad snowman I made out of 2 pom-poms, and I tried to make him little earmuffs. Oh, that is not okay. Okay, I thought he looked like an Ewok, and then my husband's like, no, Amanda, he looks like the Yeti from Rudolph. Yeah, so anyways, 2 pom-poms made him. But before then, I had made this fun, fluffy pom-pom. I don't necessarily know what you would, I'm gonna drop that in my martini. What these for, but sometimes you do need them, and they're good to have on hand. So I'm going to show you how to make these. I'm going to show you how to make one out of tissue paper and some out of tulle. Now, of course, the easiest one to do is out of tissue paper. Like I said, these are great and simple and cheap for party decor. You need about 6 sheets of tissue paper, and square to me is better because if you do rectangle, you end up with some uneven sides or uneven spots. So square to me is better. So what I've done is I have stacked 6 pieces of tissue paper, and they're pretty close to squares. They're definitely not perfect squares, but they're pretty close to squares. Line them all up, and then you remember when you were little and you made fans and you had to do them accordion style? That's all you are doing with the tissue paper. Now, I like to use about 6 sheets because the more sheets you use, the harder it is to work with. You know, it gets thicker, but if you need a really full pom-pom, you want more sheets. Alright, so you have accordions. I have 6 sheets, 3 sheets each of blue, 3 of red. I have accordion folded them, and if you are cuckoo crazy like me and want it centered, you are going to find the center of your line and stick a staple in the middle. So now it's all together. Now, you can leave it like this. You certainly can. But sometimes, you know, you want to add a little bit more, you know, fanciness to it. You can take your scissors and you can do some scalloped edges. You can do zigzags, whatever you want. Waves. Just cut it any which way you want. And then, and just make sure when you do this that you got everything even, because it is a whole lot harder to fix once you open it. This is going to be a messy night. Alright, so you got that now. Now all you have to do is open it up. And like I said, the more paper that you put in, the fuller it's going to be. Open it up, and all you're going to do is pull each layer up very gently. If you've worked with tissue paper before, you know it tears easily. So all you're going to do is separate each layer. See? Just teared it. This is real, y'all. Real time, real video. Separate each layer, and then you've got one side, just right there. And then once you do the other side, of course, you know, trying to speed this along because I try and limit these videos to like 30 minutes. Because in all honesty, I could probably spend a whole lot longer talking. Alright, so there you go. I have spread it apart. And then all it is really is kind of fluffing to the shape that you need and want. Smush it in some. There is a very sad shaped looking pom-pom, but you get the point. Use fishing line if you want to hang them. Use fishing line, that way so you can hang it and you don't see anything right here. The fish, especially if you get really thin fishing line. Like I said, you can get, in prior videos, you can get fishing line that holds, you know, like 3 pounds, 5 pounds, 10 pounds. For something like this, you wouldn't need any more than like a pound. So you use really thin fishing line, that way so it's really thin, and when you hang it, you can't see anything holding it. It just kind of looks like it's levitating. So, there we go. Tissue paper pom-pom. Woo! Okay, next. Okay, next thing is tulle pom-poms. I see some of y'all hanging out, so introduce yourself, say hello. Tulle pom-poms. And actually, this method is going to be used for the next one as well. I'm just showing you can do it with tulle and for the next one. You can do it all with one color. You can do it with 2 colors. You can do it 3, whatever. The only problem with tulle is now I have stuff floating in my martini. It's a crime. The only problem with tulle is it's really thin. So we see that this is pink on the roll, but then far away it does not look pink. This is green, far away you see a slight bit of green. Anyways, you can use 2 if you want. You can use 3, however many you want. Personally, if you use more, I like to drop these inside of a box. That way so they don't go rolling all over the place when you do this here in a second. But I am going to use the green just because it's easier to see on the camera. Right, all you're going to do, hold. Now, with this, you're going to hold it in your hand. Now, I'm just going to wrap it around my hand like this. If you need a bigger one, you need something bigger to wrap it around. So you could do like a book, a box, a cardboard box, you know, just cut you a strip. Find something in your house that is the width that you need your pom-pom to be. So this is just what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stick my 4 fingers there. I'm holding it in my thumb. So stick it in your thumb, clasp it down, and then all I'm going to do is just sit here and just keep that clasp in your thumb and just roll it. Now, like I said, it's a whole lot easier if you stick this roll in a box or somewhere to keep it tame, or otherwise it's going to roll all over your house. Especially if you have 2 or 3 colors you're working with. The more that you do, the fuller your pom-pom is. Okay, that's all I'm going to do, and then you're just going to snip it off. And I should have done this beforehand. Cut you off a strip. And all I'm going to do, take it off my hands, hold it in the middle. You got it in the middle. You got your loops. There are fancy devices and mess that you can buy for this. But why when you got your hands for free? Tie that strip around the middle of your tulle loops. Tie it really tight. Okay, next thing you do, now you've got it looped really tightly. All you're going to do is run some scissors through the top. Now, like I said, this is going to be a messy night. You got stuff all over the place. Run some scissors through the top. Separate those loops. That way so nothing is connected anymore on the ends. And you will have a few that stragglers, yeah. And then, for the most part, that is your pom-pom. And then it's only about evening it out. This is going to be the most jacked up looking pom-pom ever because I'm doing it in a hurry. I told you, I am so like a perfectionist that this is already bothering me. You see all these uneven things just like hanging out and stuff. Anyway, you get the point. So, I don't know what that is. Anyway, though, there for the most part is your pom-pom. And then all you're going to do is you are going to cut and even it up. My husband is going to love coming home and seeing all these weird, random tool scraps coming all over the place. That's all you're doing though, is evening up. And the thing is the closer you get to the center, the more full it gets. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, here's the start of it. Pretend like if you've ever had your hair cut like a salon and you see them like holding your hair in a certain way, yeah, to cut it, yeah, just like that. Because I'm a professional hairstylist, you know. Anyway, you get the point. You keep going until it is the shape and it's all centered, and you have the pom-poms you want, just like that. And like I said, if I were you, if you don't want anybody to see any random ribbons or anything with it hanging, grab you some fishing line. Yeah, it's hot and pre-K. Me right now. Anyway, hang everything with fishing line because you could not see. I do not like clutter. Don't like clutter at all. And if you were to hang with ribbon, that is something that you see hanging up. Anyway, if I did not put this together so quickly, it would look a ton better. But either way, there you go. Jacked up looking pom-pom. But you get the point, hopefully. Yeah. Okay, last one is the yarn pom-pom. And even though some stuff is floating in my Martini, I think it's Tool Fuzz or something. Oh well. Yeah, that was my hair though. Okay, next one that you're doing is yarn. That's what makes, let me throw his little earmuffs away. These little, this is two pom-poms. This is slightly bigger, slightly smaller pom-poms. It made this one. This yarn made this one. This is a lot thicker and fluffier. So if you want bigger and fluffier pom-poms, you're gonna want bigger and fluffier yarn. Sadly, this was made out of very cheap 99-cent Walmart yarn. So it is not the best quality and it does not do the best job. But if you want more, if you want smaller and more, less fuzzy, I guess, pom-poms, thinner yarn is what you do. And the same thing that we did before. Let me find the end here. Stick your hand in the middle and just start wrapping. That ball of yarn is going to go all over the place. Now, if you use a thinner yarn, it is going to take a whole lot more yarn to make it full and make it as nice as the way you want. These pom-poms, I'm not sure exactly what you would use them for. I know that people have put pom-poms on the end of like strings that would, you know, like fasten jackets, or I've seen them all over the place. Headbands. The start of making flowers. Anyways, these pom-poms are useful. You never know when you're going to need one. And this is how you do it. Just keep wrapping. Yes, we're still going. Because when you use thinner yarn, it's going to take a whole lot more to make it look full. Cut it. Again, like I said, you're going to need a scrap to do the same thing. Like I said, this is the exact same technique as the tulle one we just a minute ago. You're going to take your string, tie it very tightly around the middle, as tight as you can. If you can keep it as tight as you can, then it will be less likely to slip out, and that is not good. Cheap Walmart yarn. And then all you're doing, again, is taking your scissors and cutting down the middle. Again, like I said, there are devices that are kind of half circle shapes that you wrap the yarn around, and it makes it a whole lot easier. But like I said in previous videos, there is no reason to buy something that only has one use. So I ain't buying it. My hand does exactly what I need. Anyways, start fluffing it up. And for the most part, there's your pom-pom. Now, all you have to do is, as you start cutting around and evening it up, as you start fluffing it up, all of these little, like this one is twisted up, is going to start unraveling, and that's kind of what you want. But you're going to keep fluffing and fluffing and fluffing and fluffing and fluffing, and all those little pieces of yarn are going to unravel. All these little pieces of cotton are going to fly all over the place and make it look like you just dried a crap ton of clothes. And there's lint all over the place. But anyways, as you cut and even it up, it's going to start getting fuller and fuller. And again, the more yarn that you wrap around your hand, the fuller it's going to be, and the harder or the easier it is to do this. But anyways, you get the point. Had I wrapped a ton more yarn on there, and if I were to sit here and continue to even it out, it would get more full, and it would end up looking like this cute little snowman or so. Just a tip, if you need bigger pom-poms, it's a little bit harder to do, but grab a book, or this is just a paper pad. Hold it on one side and just, you know, wrap and wrap and wrap and wrap and wrap around. Same technique. You're just using something bigger than your hands. So to me, this is like one link, two, you know, 2 links, 3 links, 4. I mean, is only so big that your hand can go. So sometimes you need something a little bit bigger. So just wrap and wrap and wrap around the size that you need, and then cut it down to even it up, and make it, you know, as full as you can. Like I said, if I were to sit here and work and work and work on this, it will eventually look the way it's supposed to. It does take a little bit of time. But again, if you are looking for a specific color, specific size, and one of the craft stores does not carry it, sometimes it's your only option. So, there you go. I'm like sweating. Crafting is hard, y'all. So, with all that being said, that is it for the evening. I will not be doing a live Facebook Live next week. I do plan to post a video next Monday night, but depending on Facebook, video may not work the way I want it to. I posted a video in another group the other day, and for some reason the sound didn't work. It worked fine on my computer, it worked fine in Google Drive, it worked fine everywhere. But when I uploaded it to my other page, the sound wasn't there. So, my plan next Monday is to still post a video, letting you guys know what's going on. Next Monday is Labor Day, of course. It is mine and my husband's anniversary. We've been married forever, it seems. Not as long as other people, of course. But, yes. We are enjoying our Labor Day. We're going to have a little bit of fun. And I will not be live next Friday. But I do plan to post a video. So, in 2 weeks, we'll meet again. And I know I posted it on the page earlier, but I can't remember what we're doing in 2 weeks. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Enjoy your Labor Day. Hopefully most of you guys have a 3-day weekend. And stay safe. Have fun. If you are still hanging out right now watching the video, go to YouTube, find the Martinis with Manda YouTube page, like it, subscribe it, whatever you gotta do, share it. There is an Instagram page, there is a Pinterest page, go and like all them, share all them, share this page, Facebook page. If you're still watching, make sure you go to the Facebook notifications and that you have selected to get notified when we go live. I try to only go live on Monday nights because I like consistency. I'm a very routine kind of person. So anyway, all that being said, enjoy the rest of your Monday night. Stay safe, and I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye.